Fears are growing that the U.S. could be headed toward a possible recession. After a major sell-off on Wall Street, stocks are down more than 20% since January. And the Fed is now weighing another interest rate hike to help fight soaring inflation. ABC News business reporter Alexis Christoforous joins me live now for more on this. Alexis, the Dow dropped more than 870 points yesterday. The S&P down nearly 4%. We're heading near bear territory at this point. So what do you make of these drops, and how are the markets doing today?
So guys, we have been discussing this now for at least 6 or 7 months. And it looks like finally some of these recession fears are coming to fruition right now. People are getting a little freaked out about the Fed, crypto selling off, people are worried about their 401ks. And I just want you to hear the response so far that we've gotten from the White House as far as what is the government, what is Congress, what is the president, what is anyone doing to try to fix this situation? Because it seems like when the market was doing incredible, they were taking all the credit. And now I'm wondering if they're going to take the blame.
The stock market, the last guy's measure of everything, is about 20% higher than it was when my predecessor was there. It has hit record after record after record on my watch.
Yeah. Thanks, Karine. President Biden once bragged about the stock market hitting record after record after record on my watch. How about now?
Meaning the stock market.
All the gains from President Biden's time in office have been wiped out.
See if I have anything new for you on that. I think it's been a couple of days since we have been asked that question.
I don't have anything new. I know we made some announcements last week. I just don't have them in front of me. But if you want to come back and we'll talk through the things that we have been able to.
So I have to be honest, I did a little bit of tricky editing there. That wasn't Corinne's actual answer to what's going on. You might find her answer interesting though. We're going to talk about it when we come back from the break. Talk about the recession we're seeing right now, what's going on in the marketplace, and is this going to cause people to need to start closing their shorts? We're going to get to all that and more. But before we get way too far ahead of ourselves,
cue the speeder.
This is the way.
So what can we expect on that front, and what do you think the immediate impact would be of a rate hike of that magnitude?
Oh boy, so the Fed is kicking off its two-day meeting today. We're going to hear their answer on interest rates tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, and we're expecting perhaps a surprise 0.75 percentage point rise in interest rates as they try to play catch up with inflation. Even the Fed has admitted they were behind the curve here. They kept saying that inflation was transitory. It clearly is not, and so they're trying to do all they can to slow consumer demand. This is going to mean higher interest rates on everything from credit cards to auto loans to some college loans.
well, there it is. That's your reason for the fear right now in the market. The Fed has basically flipped the switch and said we're going to go more than likely with a 0.75 increase tomorrow at 2 p.m. Good evening, beautiful people. Guys, what's going on? It is Wednesday, June 14th, 2022. I promised you guys I would get you the actual answer that the White House press secretary gave yesterday when asked about the stock market. And here's what she said. Watch.
To the American Rescue Plan, which only Democrats voted for that, Republicans did not, and it led to this economic boom, this historic economic boom that we're seeing with jobs.
Lead to historic inflation?
No, that is not. That is.
No, that is not. That is no, that is
not. That is not how we're seeing the American Rescue Plan.
I don't want to say that Corinne is being dishonest here because I don't know that I can prove that. But what I am going to say is it's pretty obvious what's going on right now, and that the 0.75 rate increase by the Fed is due to their lack of perception on what was going to happen when you print $5 or $6 trillion in a year with nothing to back that money. As was brought up by the press secretary for the White House, that extra bill, the $1.9 trillion that was passed in March of 2021, did not need to be passed. It only passed by the one vote it needed from the vice president to go over the 50 in order to be passed. Not one, as she said, Republican voted for it. And this is where politics comes into play, guys. When things like this occur, and now we see the repercussions of what happens when you print too much money with reckless abandon and hand it out, including hundreds of billions of dollars in unemployment fraud cases, and giving money to corporations who either didn't need it or wasted it. And to sit there and try and tell the American people this far into the game that this is a Putin hike and this is caused by the war in Ukraine is really insulting to the intelligence of the average American out there. Because clearly the Fed is the one trying to clean this up. Clearly the responsibility falls on the Fed right now. They are the ones raising this percentage point rate to get inflation under control. They aren't stopping the arms shipments to Ukraine. Notice. And if you're curious to know what the mainstream media is saying about this, take a listen.
Mainstream it, because this is the way you have to scare. We don't have the economy on our side as Democrats.
We don't have the economy on our side as Democrats. We don't have the economy on our side as Democrats.
So you have to scare the bejesus out of people. The way to scare it is say, this replacement theory, this is not just coming from some dark corner of the web. This is the Republican platform. Make them own it. This is a Republican platform. It's the racist Republican replacement theory.
So that was Democratic strategist Donnie Douche on MSNBC basically explaining that the Democrats cannot run on the economy in 2022, the midterms. They have completely floundered every opportunity that they have been given and have completely dismantled everything that was going well up until they came into this administration. And so rather than that, you got to scare the shit out of people by playing the January 6th hearings this week. According to Nielsen, it got about 20 million people. 4 million of that, I believe, was from Fox. So you're talking about 16 million people that were watching this. People right now are worried about three things: food prices, gas prices, and how high is their rent going to be next month. Nobody cares about January 6th. We care about June 14th. But I wouldn't hold your breath with this administration to do anything about it. So guys, just be ready. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock, that's going to come out from the Fed. We're going to get that rate increase. If it's 0.75, this market could see a tailspin. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. We're going to try to go live tonight, I know, and cover this even deeper. I didn't get into Palantir tonight because we ran out of time. Obviously, the market taking this turn yesterday changed a lot of things. As always, guys, thank you for all the likes, the views, the comments. My new subscribers, my OGs, I appreciate each and every one of you. We are here to break the wheel. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.
I guess I'll leave it like this. The name of this channel is Lou Sucks Wall Street's Dick.